Alright, so back at Uwharrie, first time in a while. A lot of rain, a lot of flowing water, which is good for sluicing. And let's see what happens here. I got a new spot. I walked, several minutes up this new creek that I've never been to. And you can see that it's going good here. And I'm just setting up a test sluice right here. And there's a down tree right here, and a pool of water here, and some sort of rock collection dam here that I'm going to dig into and see if it gathered anything on this side. As it comes through here, it's hitting that. It's also going around and coming this way too, so I'm going to check some other spots, but I'm just going to do some hot checks here, run through the sluice, and see what I come up with. As you can see, I didn't even do much of the sluice. I didn't have to build a dam. It's running pretty good. Could be running better, but I think this is good. I think this will work. Alright, so I was digging out of here to see if anything went into there. I got stuck, but I only got one tiny little micro fake piece, so it wasn't great. What I'm going to do now, I do want to try where the drop off is right there. It's kind of deep, so let's see if I can get in there. And then right over here where the water slows down by this tree, the little tree, I'm going to try and dig maybe something out from under there. A friend of mine stopped by and gave me this buckeye for good luck. Apparently that's what it brings, so let's hope it works. And they brought me this hex band I could try, so I'll give this a shot too. Maybe I'll just do this real quick over here. Alright, so I was going to try right there under the tree. Turns out it goes over my boot. I can go in it without boots, but the water's too murky this time of year right now with all this rain that we had. And I don't like murky water, and I can't tell if there's a moccasin in there or not, so I am not going to deal with that. When I hit the shovel down towards the bottom, it felt like it was bedrock anyway, so I think most of the mud or whatever got pushed away from here, and it might be further downstream. So maybe I'll try further downstream in a bit, but first I'm gonna go back to here and try in that little pool there. All right, this is my first attempt at the hex band here. All right, so right out of the bottom of this hole here, see if anything dropped off on the side of the tree. We'll see how this pan works. I guess you can't do it in circles because it's not a circular pan, so more of a side-to-side and front and back motion. See if I can do this right. A little bit of clay on some of these rocks. Yeah, some of this is clay. Gotta break it down. Move it around to the smaller riffles now. Nice clay stuck in the corner. I'm not used to this. Alright, moment of truth. I can't do circular, so we're front and back, I guess. Front and back only with this. I got nothing. So either I don't know how to use a hex pan, which is possible, or there's a something here. Alright, try a different spot and try it with a different pan. Alright, so I don't really think there's anything here. You get the water coming out here, and there's a drop off right here. I dug right into this drop off. Panned it with old blue here, and only got two micro sized pieces. It was 2 tiny dots. It was horrible. So I don't think there's anything here. I'm probably going to pack up and move on. Not a great spot. Alright, finally got a okay sized piece, and there's some little micros near it. Still at the same spot, but right there underneath those tree leaves, I pulled out a big rock and I'm digging under that area. So I'll keep doing it. Just did some tests right through the sluice, and that's how I got this one. So we'll keep at it. I'll snuff this up, and I'll continue that area, see what I get. Alright, still in the same area, digging out where that rock was again since I found a piece there. Found a few little more pieces, just directly feeding everything into the sluice. There's some sticky clay there. It's not great. I don't know. About halfway through the day, probably going to have a little snack or something and make my decision if I'm going to stay or if I'm going to go. Alright, walked back upstream a bit, and there was a big rock here. So I tore that out, see some big rocks building up behind it, so I'm going to try and dig this out. And I'm just directly feeding it right to the sluice. If there's nothing in that, I'll try this section here behind that rock, but that rock's a little loose, so I don't know if somebody was already here. I think they might have been. But the thing I like about this is there's a little thing that comes out here. And as the water comes out, goes this way. And I'm hoping something settled behind that rock and then went down into the clay, or the mud there. It's like a clay mud, it's a mix. Alright, so I tried over under that tree, and it was pretty okay. You know, I would say for what I've been finding lately. You know, it was a couple pieces, and all it was direct shovels right into there. So I might do like a half bucket, quarter bucket out of there and see what I get. The same was from here, but this is pretty tapped out, that little area I was digging at, because then I hit bedrock real soon after that. So I'll see what's over here, see what I can grab out of that, and see if I can get something out of it. So as you can see here, this is the first time actually unpacking my stuff. I really haven't unpacked this at all. So just have everything in the bucket. And then I have the bucket, 2 buckets tied together through the classifier, which is at the bottom here. So this is the first time taking it apart. So it's the first I found something worthy enough to do this with. So hopefully it isn't for nothing and I actually get some stuff out of this. We'll see. Alright. And that's how it goes together. Alright, so you can see my stuff up there. That's where I was. Not having great luck. It's like onesie-twosie pieces here and there. So I came down here. I tried under this tree area here. Same thing. So I came to this giant rock here. And the water was flowing this way, but I kind of put a dam there so I could dig right in here. And that's where I'm digging right now. And right now the water's going the other way around the rock, which it wasn't before. And this is the type of material I'm getting out of it. It's a lot of clay, a lot of grit. So I didn't bring my gloves, so I hope I don't cut my finger open on this stuff. But I'm going to try and break this up and see what we got. Now, some of that is too smooth, but some of it's gritty. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I guess this is the best pan yet. A lot of work, a lot of clay. What I did was, this is way down there with my shovel. That's where I was digging out of. It was less than, there we go. Less than a quarter bucket because it was so hard. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep going, but it looks like I might keep going. Why not? All right, so I got a half bucket from that spot. It's a tough play to dig. I hope it's worth it. Let's see what happens. Good luck. All right, well, best pan yet. It's not great for what it was, but breaking up all that clay, half bucket, I would expect it a little bit better, but considering my day hasn't been going all that great, that's pretty damn good. Also, I got a bunch of lead there too. First time I got that much lead. So I don't know if I'm going to keep at it or not. See what time it is. I always wanted to check this other little creek, but we'll see what happens. All right, so here's a snuffer dump at about 2:30. It's at the point where either I'm going to pack up now and go to the other place, or I'm going to stay here. So I got a couple of those lead balls down there, like several, and then some of that gold. Gold not as bad as I thought it was here. It looks like it's adding up. So I don't know. Let me clean this up and see what happens. Alright, so I'm back at a spot where I used to come a lot when I first started and I was panning. And it's an okay area to pan, but I could never run a sluice. I was hoping with all this rain we had that I could run a sluice over here, but it's not really running too well. So, kind of not much pressure. So I don't know how good this is going to be. A little disappointing. Not much here, a little bit. And that's out of that hole here. Water comes over here when it floods. When I've been here before, this is where my daughter found a picker before. It was better. Ran it through the sluice here. Only got a little bit, so still nothing there. So I'm gonna track some other spots. A little disappointed. Maybe I shouldn't have switched spots. Maybe I should have stayed where I was. Well, that's all she wrote for today. I'm getting out of here. It is getting a little late and I'm getting tired. Heat exhaustion. A lot of digging and there ain't much in this creek, so I probably shouldn't have left, but I'm glad I did. At least I'll knock this place off my list and not have to come back here. I kind of went here out of nostalgia because this is one of the first places I ever went and found gold. Still found a few little pieces, but wasn't great. So I'd rather stick to you know, bulk stuff through the sluice somewhere else. So now I know, and so do you. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.